Hello, hello, hello. How are we all going? Hopefully we're all having a lovely little day. Happy little Friday. Very excited to have the week done and dusted. So, just doing a little usual going live tweet out and everything. Ooh. Nope, I need the camera bit. Nope, not a selfie one. We are live. Pop that there. Now we just do the sticker bit. Link. And paste that. Ooh. Send that out. And just share that on my own personal one. Oh, I have to wait for it to finish uploading. There we go. Now I can share that. Lovely stuff. And share that to my story. How do I... They've changed things. Okay, there we go. Right, we're good to go now. So, I just need to switch back to the Pulsoid app and keep it full screened. And that will be us. Good in the hood. So, last time we were working towards the space elevator. I also last time had a bit of a brain fart where I thought, how the heck do I possibly get all of these to run at peak efficiency? And I've realized it. These should be mergers, and each should be receiving 15 inputs of concrete. So this has to split. So we're going to take this, and we're going to split this in two. And that will then split each of those two further into. So, you know, very, very nice and easy process, obviously. I think we're going to have to stack stuff, so we are. Oh wait, yeah, all of the concrete does actually merge out in the end. Comes out to here, so there we go. Let's grab this and see what we've got. We can build this to expand that. We could have this expand on top of itself. So this could lead to two separate things. I think that's what we should maybe do. This will feed... This here goes out to two of these. And each of these two splitters are then going to feed vertically into themselves, kind of, I guess. Like, it'll go up a row. Could that work? Kind of. It kind of works. I think I have it in my head now. So all of this is the copper stuff. The copper is turning into wire, I hope. Yep. It is, so we can grab this here and we can use this to make cables. Lovely. So this is going to work for us. It's going to be efficient once we get down to it. Once we have power automation and everything, then at that point we should be able to dismantle and begin the reassembly of some of the aspects of our base. because I recognize we have a little bit of a problem at the minute. So we're going to try and fix the problems we've got right now, which is a lack of this here and inefficient concrete production. So let's get those, and we'll also just go ahead and construct our concrete while we're at it. Our biomass, we can also get all of this on the go. We have all of the things we need using biomass, or like using the mycelia at the minute. We don't need to worry about more of that. So instead, let's grab a ton of biomass wood. And we're going to load this into our fuel constructor, which I think... Did we? Yeah, we got rid of that. That's, oh wait, no, did we? Okay. Lovely. We can have that work. So what we could do actually with this is let's take this and run it around to here. Oh, we need iron rods. We're bound to have iron, right? Yeah, we've got iron, so we can construct a few iron rods, and then we can have that feed into our thing. This is the wrong one. This is our equipment workshop. So into here, let's get some iron rods on the go. 20 of them, in fact. That's not 20, that was 19. There we go. So now we can get this to feed around. So you are going to go to here. You're then going to feed around to here. Oh, we can actually snap it straight onto a wall. That's nice. Okay, so we'll feed it to there so that we can feed it around and up and over. Maybe this has to go, yeah, this is gonna have to go down the ways, isn't it? Yep, so you feed into here, maybe? Or what I could try is if I do that and have it run out to there, maybe? Can I get this to them? Oh boy. Let's not do that. Oh, you're loaded with a shit ton of stuff that we don't need. Well, that was stupid of me. I had that going through all of that. No. You're gonna go through biomass instead. So what is this loaded with? Oh, that's what. Let's put all of our biomass into that, and that's not much. So let's take everything. And we can... You've done your bit, so we'll keep loading you with fuel. We've got our cables now, so we can use a splitter. So you are going to feed into this. You are going to feed from that, and you'll feed from that. So we can now have this, whoop, this lift will feed into itself. I think. Okay, yep, I slightly cocked things up. But basic principle, still the same. Let's go for you there, and let's get this constructed. That's not what I wanted. So, you still can't believe I haven't acknowledged your existence? I'm aware you exist, Skid. I didn't get a ping thing. But I'm very glad that you exist. And I hope you're aware of that. You absolutely should be aware of it. How are you? How is your Friday? How is life, love, and all the other things going on? Hopefully you've had a nice, pleasant little day. You've got some lovely, nice, easy bits of work to be doing. Nothing wild or wacky to be going on with. Oh, no. Nope, nope. We want this to be at a right angle, so... Oh, no. Okay, well, that's unfortunate. You need to feed into this. You need to feed into this. You can feed into that. Nope. I guess we're gonna have to... Yeah, if you feed like that, then you can feed like that. And there we go. Now, we have two belts dividing from 60 into 30. So I'm very happy about that. We've got 60 going into 30, which fills 30 per minute of each of those. And then we get to add in our other 15 from a belt that splits from 60 into 30, 30, 15, 15. So we are actually feeding at full efficiency now for these here. And I'm very happy about that. It took me way longer than it should have to figure out basic mathematics. But we do what we can. So over here we can load the biofuel into the out and have it distribute. Now let's see. Our capacity is 300. I think because we're burning a max of 4's worth, we need to set standby to avoid wastage on 6 of these. So, avoid wastage. We're on... That's 4 done. And then let's dismantle. There we go. So, 4 are in standby and won't burn resources. We will toggle stuff on as it becomes necessary. But we're in the best spot we've been so far. Yes, our thing is extremely unpleasant looking. You know, it's not a very nice looking factory. But over time, we can make it look better and better. And our priority should be to get all of these things assembling rotors. Yeah, so we've got 11 rotors. And we need more. I'm glad you got the validation you needed. Just like a good Q sheet, everyone needs a bit of validation nowadays. You're off today, so it's been brilliant. I'm very glad to hear you've had a brilliant day off. Did you book it off for something nice, or, ooh, playing Resi 4? So at that point, I would say if you booked it off to sit about and play video games, yes, you did book it off for something nice. I haven't actually tried the remake of it. It was on the sale thing, and I was very tempted, because I was like, that's only going to be like 20 quid or something. So I was like, that could be very nice. But I got a little bit distracted by this sort of game and some of the others, so I didn't end up buying it in time. I was like, oh, whoopsie doopsies, that was silly of me. I've heard apparently some of it is much more difficult in the remake. Like, I've heard a few ones saying, like, Torres Mendez, the big chief guy, he's apparently much more difficult this time around. What am I waiting on? I'm waiting on wire and iron rods. So the iron rods, I can have a look in here and see what we got. You're going to be concrete, you're going to be plates. So iron rods, we can get these actually. Will this work? Okay, we've got all that we need for that. What we need now is wire. What the world needs now is wire, sweet wire. So we can craft a crap ton of it while we wait on our manufacturing to do, because we're still at the stage where we have to rely a little bit on manual production. It's not ideal, obviously. We would like to be doing things automatically, but sadly we just don't have the resources for that all of the time. So wire. Let's get these going. We need a total of 1,500. So we are going to end up stopping just shy of it by about 400. But we can convert to 21 ingots, which is going to give us another 40. And that will hopefully mean by the time that's all done, our factories have produced the remaining amount. And then it's all good, tickety-boo, happy as Larry, all of that kind of stuff. We're gonna just, yeah. We're taking our time, we're enjoying it, we're keeping the process nice and calm, I think is the important thing. We're gonna need a lot of different things eventually, so if we can try and keep things generally sane, I am on board with that. So, 21 of these, this is gonna give us a good chunk of income. 4, 5, so that's another 42, and then we'll be on 1150 maybe? I can't remember, where's all my things of wire? I should sort my inventory, let's do that. So we're on 1094, okay, so we're going to be on 1136. Our wire, we need to get to 1500. So that's going to require a good amount of resources to do. We've got all the stuff auto-producing down there in the factory, and eventually it's going to be one of the things that we can potentially build walls along here, and we'll be able to run a single vertical pipeline, I guess, for a lot of things. This here is giving us all of these. You are giving us a lot of wire. Well, how much? 15 per minute? We could actually split this into 4 wire production things. And I think we probably should. Because this merges the copper inputs. This splits them out. So let's do a splitter on top of this. We're going to do a conveyor belt feeding back into you, and you are going to lead down to here. We'll set this there, you down into there, build mode straight, and it has that nice little overlay thing. So that feeds it into there, you feed into there, and do we have what we need to make another constructor? We don't. We need 2 more iron plates, but we could get those, so let's do that. And then we're going to have to construct more power, actually. Or not more power, just more power connections. So, here we go. Grab some of these. Load 24 of these in. That will then be no longer idle in a few seconds. Once the resources run out of something, it will take a little bit to reset. But it should be okay for us. So that's going to merge. We are going to have our output here. So logistics, merger. You are going to be an in from here. Those 2 will feed into this. This will then feed around... Wait. Okay, we need those 2 to merge. And then we can get this to do the thing. I've got it now. We have brain cells. Not many of them, but we have some. So, in here, and we'll have this load. You are now going to feed up to here. Why are you producing screws? Oh boy. No. You should be wire. Let's get you doing wire. Well, at least that was sort of out of something. Okay, so this here we can depire. Let's take you offline so that we can extend this over to here. And you will go into there and into there. Now, each of you should be getting 15 ingots per minute. 15 per minute to produce 30 per minute. So we are going to actually have 120 wire being made at any one time. We are 15 out from the end. You can see our nice little conveyor system there. Come on, give us that last 7. There we go. Now, our space elevator is obviously a big project. The surface is too uneven here, so we're gonna have to see, can we build it anywhere on the land? That's one of the things I would like us to do. So it's a no on those little sections. We could maybe plonk it somewhere around here, but no, I don't want to. I don't want it to be that sort of weird thing. Right, space elevator, let's plonk it down. Hey, there we go. That's our thing. So we can load 23 smart plating in before it's even finished. Our phase 1 is underway. We need screws, is what we need. So we're going to need 27 more rotors. 27 times 25. 675 screws are needed. That's a lot of ones to be manually producing. But, okay, we've got a bunch of those underway now. I cannot wait until eventually we find alternate recipes for certain things. That would be very nice for us. So, over here, you're doing that.
Project
hey, there we go.
Initialized. Congratulations, Pioneer.
We need iron rods, which we're going to turn into screws.
Project assembly is divided into phases, each of which require
so let's say 500 of these. It's going to take a while, but
via the space elevator.
We got to do what we got to do, you know?
Unlock access to new tiers with more advanced technologies to construct, automate.
I mean, if this takes us 1, 2, 3, 4, so we can produce 12 screws every 2 seconds, we'll say, approximately.
Earth is in peril,
meaning it'll take for 600, no, we'll take 500, divide that by 12, divide that by 2, so around about 2 minutes, maybe, we're going to be spending on this. Well, let's see, if it takes 2 seconds to do this, then it's around about 125 casts. And if it takes us about 1 second, yeah, about 2 minutes. That was actually the way the calculation should be done, not the way I did it initially. So these screws, you know what, 400 might work. No, we're gonna go for the 500 and we'll plunk them all in. We're also gonna need to eventually start automating some of our things. If we automate out the production of screws, very important. But I think we need to upgrade our resource production and supply lines and everything at the minute. It's a little bit not great, really. So we've definitely got work to do. Ooh. Excuse me. We're gonna have to do things like coal production, coal power production, and steel production, sorry. We'll get those underway, and that should hopefully give us what we need. This here will take us a good long while. You have these, so we need load a bunch of screws in. Oh, you need iron rods. Right, okay. Didn't think that was going to be the thing that was going to throttle us. So these here, let's load 2 in. And we need another 4. So we'll split this. You'll be 27 of those, and you're going to give us, so you should be able to give us another 8 in this cast. So that'll be another 20 before you're done. And then 24, yeah, that'll actually work for us. So, okay, while that's doing its thing, we're going to go and have a look at some of the other things that we need to set up. So, obviously, very important, iron we need to start turning into screws. So let's get a few constructors lined up. We need cable for that. Cable is okay, we can work with cable. You haven't played the original? I would recommend, it depends. If you're prone to carpal tunnel or anything like that, don't play the original. The original was back in the days where Capcom was just like, okay, so we're gonna add QuickTime events into everything, which was a horribly stupid idea, because so many people actually ended up with actual injuries as a result of that. So they were very silly biscuits when they were doing that. We're gonna just construct all of these cables. Just all of them. So it'll be, yeah, 50? No, we're going to construct enough constructors that we really should be using all of our different things. But the remake does seem like an interesting one. I used to have some friends over in the States that were obsessed with Resident Evil. Like one of them, she went to basically every games convention there was that the voice actor for Wesker was at. He like recorded a voicemail message for her saying it's like whatever Wesker's voice was, it's him going, it's like, you've tried to reach this person, they can't take your call for 7 minutes. And it's like, why would you possibly include a reference to 7 minutes in your voicemail? People are not going to know what the 7 minutes joke is. They won't have a clue. Meaning, you're just going to have people ringing you every 7 minutes to go, it's like, you said you'd be free in 7 minutes? Like, yes, they did say that because they were being a silly biscuit. Oh wait, we need iron rod, wire, and pipeline. Iron rod, wire. Words are hard. Let's get this here going. Ooh, you're producing the iron rods for us. Lovely stuff. So we've got that doing that. We can get this collecting this. So that should, with any luck, be what we need. Yep. You go to there, and you both connect to here. You are going to be casting screws. So let's load these into there. And I guess we're going to load 400 iron rods, which will make 800 screws each. So we'll have this do its thing. Oop, nope, wrong thing. Screws. You become this. You're going to go through 10 per minute. Veteran of Death. This is a game called Satisfactory, which is very appropriate because it is very satisfactory. Basically, in this game, you have not quite crashed. You've landed on a planet, and you need to go and scour for resources, all these different things, so that you can eventually discover the secrets of the world and all those wondrous things and all of that there. But it's currently only on PC. However, they have announced they will be doing console version of it as well. Right, we got these here, so let's load these in. We need 6 more, so you should have another 25. So you will be 25 split, and that'll give us that. You, on the other hand, we can't understand what button I pressed to do that. But we'll not question it. We're just going to let it do its thing. So now we can go and deploy some stuff at the space elevator, which is over here in this nice little river basin. If we interact with it, we can just go ahead with this. So we're on 25 or 28. We need another 22 of these to get. And these 22 ones, once we deploy them, will give us access to tier 3 and 4 equipment. Or not equipment, research projects. And we, using these, can start automating things like our power construction, all of that. So this is going to do 4 per minute. So in 5 minutes time, we can come back and that will be all of the rotors we need. We can deploy into there, and then we can start splitting it so that our things have, like our smart plating is being constructed by 2 different. But yeah, this, I'll let you see sort of generally what some of the world looks like, because it's very incredibly pretty world, I won't lie to you. You've got all these lovely little things over here. So we're in the desert plains, but that doesn't mean everything is a desert. You can see over there we got palm trees, but if you go far enough over that way, you're probably going to come up against forests and all. You're going to find some places that have big mushroom biomes, because of course you have to have a mushroom biome. Wait, these power lines are offline. Or like these constructor things, miners, are offline. ¿Por qué? We load that in. Are yous online now? Yes, yous are. Yous are now outputting copper back to base. Nope, not copper, iron. This is our iron deposit, that's our copper deposit. And we have enough resources left over that we don't have to choose between the ones, because we have a crap ton of reactors on the go. And these reactors are very nice. They give us 30 megawatts capacity each. They don't really burn much biofuel, and as well as that, our biofuel we can replenish relatively easy. Because if we turn out to come up against a problem, we can just go harvest a bunch. So let's see, we're consuming a maximum of 138, meaning we're going to switch one of you back on. You're going to go back on, and you're going to continue just burning biomass. But we have a nice little thing. Your dad's been playing this non-stop. I don't blame your dad in the slightest. It is a fantastic little game to be going through. So right, we've got the 17. Yeah, your dad has very good taste in games. But how are you, Brick Motion? Are you well? Because you're looking well. Let's go ahead and change this into a smart plating one so that we can optimize our things. Got these going, and we can load 13 into there. Right, we're going to split these into 2 separate segments. You will get half the equipment, and you will get half of the equipment. So split you into an 8 and a 2. There we go. I'm glad to hear that you're good. So 4 minutes time. That's going to be us up to the phase 1 completion. And then phase after that is going to be a tricky one to go for, but we're going to hold off on trying to go into that phase until we have our factory improved. Meaning we're probably going to have to, you'll be seeing me, hey, not a bother. Hopefully, if you're away on, then at that point you have a lovely remainder of your Friday. Or if your Friday is already finished and work is done and all of that there, or work or college or whatever the heck, then at that point, hopefully it's just nice and chill, easy vibes. So, okay, the iron is back flowing. It's such a weird little pipeline, but I mean, why the hell not? You know, it just looks nice. Do we have... Okay, so I think, yeah, that must have been built to the thing. Oh yeah, we've got foundation stairs. We can actually have stairs leading up to things, which is nice. Okay, so you're doing your thing, you're doing your thing. We've got those on the go. What do we want to have a look for? Well, if we go to here, this will give us enough that we can craft a solid biofuel, and we can use that solid biofuel to get a little bit more mycelium and be very helpful for our power generation. Or possibly we're not going to have to worry about it. So about 4 minutes time we're going to be able to complete phase 1, then start research on coal power. Coal power is going to be our main thing that we go for. It's just very important. Object scanner, you know what? We can craft one, so yeah, we're gonna go ahead and, for the meantime, let's load you into there. So now, if we wanted, we could go, where is mushrooms? And this will tell us there's mushrooms over that way. So it's very nice to do. We've got all these things on the go. Logistics Mark II is going to be an important thing for us to get as well, because we're going to need that improved. What do you call it? Yeah, there was a thing I was wanting to biomass, that was it. So let's construct the biomass and we can get 8 solid biofuel. We're going to hang on to this in our inventory, just on the basis that then at that point we can go cut down trees or things like that if we need to. So you have your thing going. That's okay. I have no idea how much coal gets burned by a single coal power plant. Is one of the problems though. So if we grab these, I'm hoping 7 and 7. We've got 22. I love that. Now we can complete phase 1. And we're ready to go. And that right there is a power slug. We're not going to activate it just yet, but we probably could, but we're not going to. So let's load this in, seal this up. Oop, we're not going to disturb it. That can go undisturbed because we want to be nice and calm for our environment. So this should have completed its sealing. You're sealed. Now we can send.
Pioneer progress presentation. Congratulations. The phase
Do we get to watch it load and fire?
Is now ready for delivery.
Oh.
On delivery, phase 1 will be completed and the distribution platform will be constructed. After completion of phase
tell
1,
if that's...
the technologies of tiers 3 and 4 will be
Yeah, let's just say that. Oh.
Highlights are automated power, steel production, personnel transportation, and many more.
Oh.
Completing phase 2 of project assembly is your next main objective. New project
oh, that's
parts
nice.
need to be produced and delivered to the space
That's
elevator
very
as you
pretty.
have done previously. Continue to construct, automate, explore, and exploit for a better fix-it future.
How is constructing all of that stuff up there with only 50 smart plating?
This is only the beginning of project assembly.
That's
the first step towards
beyond
saving the
cool.
day. You have performed
So,
adequately
there we
so
go.
far.
That's that done.
Reminder,
And I got my little ooh moment out.
And puppies. It is statistically
Because apparently,
likely that you
wait, what?
appreciate the continued existence of kittens and or puppies. Continue the work
I
for
will.
their sake. Continue the work for Fix-It. It is time to start the work on phase 2 of project
I like that
assembly.
argument. the argument. I was like, just do what you're doing because kittens. I was like, I'm not gonna argue with that. So we're going to need a crap ton of rotors and reinforced plates. Let's go ahead with these here, and we're going to get them going. Cables, also very important for us to have, but at the moment I think screws are going to be our more important thing. So some of this is feeding into here. We've got this one loading into that. All of these at the minute are unfortunately going into things that I don't think we necessarily are going to benefit as much from. So we need to split our stuff. We need to split it very heavily. Right, you grab these, so that's 40 things right there. Grab these, that's another 40 iron plates. So these we will set just to reinforced iron plating mode. Reinforced iron plate, and you will be reinforced iron plate. So we load in 200 and 500. 200 and 500. So that will mean out of these we'll get, let's see, 6 and 12 gives us 1. So 30. Yeah. 30 plus 30, so 60 in a minute. We get 60 of these in 1 minute. And then once we have those all loaded up, we can go ahead and change it to the rotors. So, yeah, let's just load that in for why the hell not. Now, should we optimize some of our stuff? I think we should. But my priority is going to be on having a look for some of the things that are going to really help us out. So one of those things is probably going to be that thing up there, which is called a summer sloop. I don't know if we have actually researched a summer sloop yet. Let's find out. Alien technology. Okay, so we've researched a summer sloop, but we should still have it. What it will do is if you apply it into something, it will give you it'll give you like double the output or something. So hypothetically, if we had, say, a coal power plant with a strong enough export, like logistics pipeline behind it, we could have a coal generator that is, or multiple coal generators possibly, fueled by one single coal deposit, which is being pumped out, overclocked, and output boosted. If that's a possibility. It might not be, but if it is, then at that point, it would seriously benefit us. So let's see. What all do we got up this way? We're trying to kill a little bit of time while it's manufacturing the things we need. Something over this way that doesn't look entirely familiar. I mean, none of this really looks entirely familiar. Okay, that's an island just. Nope, nothing to worry about there. Let's go and have a look under some of these things. Maybe we'll find a coal deposit. I would certainly like for us to, because then at that point we can set up our coal production and have it run all the way back to our base, or probably move our base to somewhere like here. I don't want to be running hundreds of logistics belts, like hundreds of belts across the entire state of the world. But if that's what it takes for us to have one single functional mega base, I will do that. Ooh, pale berries. What the heck are you? You're a jungle version? What the merciful what? Okay, you need to stop that. Come on. There we go. Right, that's that one taken care of. Let's go take out the hatchery. Which, for some reason, if you're holding the crouch key, it doesn't actually matter about like your velocity or anything like that. All that matters is whether or not you're holding the crouch key. Because you could do this here in order to sneak up on it, and it will count as being snuck up on, despite the fact you were not being sneaky in the slightest. Okay, there we go. Warthog remained, or alien hog thing. It's not a warthog. There we go. There's another one done. Loaded that, so let's grab our Mercer Sphere from here. I don't know what we use these for, but I'm going to go ahead and continue to get them. So let's grab the... Was it saying play or clay? Ooh, okay. We got these things here. This, depending on proximity to different resources, let's have a look. We don't have iron nearby. Okay, we would have to go a hell of a long way down there to get some of these things. Our copper is not really great. Raw quartz. I mean, we just found a slight outcropping. Nope, that's copper. No point mining that. Okay, so I think what should be something for us is actually when we went all the way up there, maybe we need to construct a base somewhere up there and have the power run up to it. I would like the base to be waterfront, just because it looks pretty, but I think we're going to have to sacrifice aesthetics for efficiency. Which is not really great. I prefer both. If both is an option, I would rather both. Okay, so you actually did aggro. Okay, you are a dick. And you're dead. As you deserve to be. So, grab this. Kill these so that we can get more biomass. Because every alien DNA thing is actually going to be another 100 points of, what do you call it? 100 points of biomass, which gives us 12.5. So 25 uses of solid biofuel, which gives us 4 at a piece, so that's 100. Every 2 of these here gives us 100 solid biofuel. So, obviously, we should strongly consider it. Okay, so we can't make it up to there. Unfortunate. I don't even know how the hell we would get up there. But it looks like there's an outcropping of something. So, let's do our little Doom speedrun strat. It's not actually Doom speedrun strat, it's just slide jumping and all. But you can use it for infinite momentum, essentially. And we are still, technically, sneaking. So we shouldn't draw the aggro of any hatchers. Oh, fudge. Oh, crap. Oh, shit. Double crap. Okay, well, we're gonna have to go back and collect all of that stuff because that was too good. We need that. But while we're here, we may as well try and fix up some of our things. So our iron deposits currently are producing 60. Our smelters, I don't know if those are actually going to be any more efficient. I don't think we can get a more efficient version of a smelter. Unless there is something we can use. I think there is something that makes alloys down the line. But I don't entirely know for sure. Okay, that's concrete. Let's ignore that. We're going to grab this here. And we're going to load it up. So you get 100. You get 100. So that will be 14, no, 15, 17 each. So that'll be another 34 that gets generated. Okay. I can work with that. Oh, screws. That's the other thing I should move across. Yeah, this is tricky sometimes. Oh, I also forgot. We died. Grab these and head back on over to here to load up on more screws. So you will load 419 into there and 500 into there. Now we've got a death crate up there that contains no real useful stuff, but the one over there, too valuable to lose. So let's not lose it. Let's go grab that stuff back. There's a lizard doggo, which we can tame if we had pale berries, and I think you can build farms for them or something. I don't entirely know. But let's do a little sliding of our own. Let's head on out. What I'm thinking is maybe possibly what we should be doing, as I'm thinking of it, we should maybe be looking at the possibility of smelting at source. Like smelting the iron bars directly as they come out of the miners. And then shipping the bars. I think that's something we need to start seriously considering. Because I don't think at the moment there is a need for just the raw ore. That's another Mercer sphere up there. Well, okay. Okay, this is not... It's taking too long to slide around the place. I just want to slide, that's not too much. Is it so much to ask for to have perpetual motion? Because I don't think so. I think it's a pretty reasonable thing to want. But they seem to disagree. And for that exact reason, I don't frickin' like them. Give us access to something faster to get around with. I mean, I know there are vehicles, but still. I mean, faster than that. Give us like a speedrun strat, like Doom gives us the SR50 or something, I think you call it. Where like you are diagonally running and jumping, I think. There's some kind of way that it works. I know it's not just a... It's not just a bug. It's the way the game was designed, where I think it tracks your lateral, like your horizontal, and your forwards movement, your side-to-side strafe, and your forward and back. They get tracked as different values, giving you a diagonal movement, which is equal to the sum of those two. These are the things that I somehow know. They are somewhere in my brain for some reason, and I don't frickin' know why. But we've got a yellow power slug. Nope. Not dealing with. Take everything. And run. Okay, so are you de-aggroed? These things aren't. So let's move ever so slowly up. And as we move ever so slowly, we can kill that, and then we don't need to worry again. That's cruel for them to place something there. Like that. Seriously? No way up there? I would have to take it out with ranged attacks, or drop down to it. So no, we're not going to do that, in fact. We're going to just bunny hop our way along. Hey, Nintendo Matt, how are you doing? Good afternoon to you. Hopefully you're having yourself a nice little Friday, or rather, since you've said good morning, hopefully you're going to have yourself a nice little Friday. Hopefully it's nice and chill and relaxed, and you're just going to be having a easy day. No stresses, nothing like that. If you are working, hopefully it's not going to be a long day at work. It's just going to be nice, easy shift for you to go through. And you'll be able to have YouTube or Twitch or whatever the heck you want on in the background for the entirety of it. But I am very well, thank you. Very kind of you to ask. I have finished my workday. I've actually finished like a very hectic week at work. Quite a hectic one just for our, like, the team I work on. We have quarterly deadlines and all, and some of these ones can always be a little bit you get ahead of stuff as much as you possibly can, but there's still that point where you're just like, obviously I need more time on this, I want more time on this, so you do as much as you possibly can right up until the deadline. And once the deadline hits, then at that point you're like, alright, fuck it, on to the next quarter. So that was what we were kind of working with. Skid actually missed my yesterday in the office because I had 8 people on Teams message me at the same time within the span of 30 seconds. 8 separate people reaching out to me and saying, it's like, hey, so do you wanna jump on this call or something? And it's like, I'm in the middle of running a very fucking important thing. Do not distract me. So towards the end of it, I actually I got pretty pissed off, actually. And I actually said out loud, it's like, Jesus, you're not that fucking important. Can you fucking leave me alone? I was swearing at my laptop, and a couple of ones I think quite possibly might have. I think it's the first time I've lost my cool in the office. It's like, you know, whenever you have to have people asking while you're working on a priority project, hey, can you do this? Hey, can you do that? And it's like, nope, I fucking can't. I absolutely can not. It is not happening. Oh, I was just saying about my work. I got annoyed yesterday because a whole pile of people were all asking me at the same time, could I talk about this or talk about that with them for a couple of minutes? Could I help them out with stuff while I was already working on stuff that I couldn't put off? It's a bit like when someone says, the business equivalent of someone saying, it's like, hey, so what we're wondering is, could you possibly help us cook eggs? And it's like, absolutely, I would be more than happy to help you cook eggs. I can, like, go through and we can look at nice ways to cook eggs. But I don't know if you've noticed, the kitchen is on fire. So, let's put out the fire. And then we'll worry about cooking the eggs. Ahakanab. How the heckaroonie are you? Are you well? 'Cause you're looking well. We're nearly there on the screws. Nearly there on the screws. We're probably going to have to... Yeah, let's get some more iron plates. The rods, I think we should have enough of for now. So we can switch you over to this here. And this will actually make our iron usage a little bit more efficient, because we're going to be using all 60 of those. So let's see. We got... load 100 into there and a bunch of screws, and load 100 into there and a bunch of screws. Grab these, so that'll be 34. That's going to give us more than enough, actually, I think. What we could possibly do is, let's switch you, in fact, to rotors. So if we need 50 times 25, 1,250. So we need 1,250 of those, and we're going to need a crap ton of iron rods. Watching some Irish dude filling a... I'm doing very fucking well, thank you. I'm doing very well. I think you'll find. I would go so far as to say is, I'm nailing it. You know? Absolutely nailing it. This is going to be the most beautiful factory you have ever seen. And your sass can shush. I am going to make things more efficient. Okay? It's going to be more efficient. It will be. It will take time, but it will be more efficient. Because I think what we need to do at this point is we need to stop looking at this as a, let's send these. Oh. You'd best be careful. Naughty, naughty. Naughty, naughty. Sitting talking like that there. That's uncouth, good sir. Uncouth. But I appreciate the dedication to the joke. I like a wee meme thing now and then. I need wire and iron rods. Mother fudger. So I'm going to need 24 wire and 15 iron rods, and then I'm going to need to go back and get the thing. So, what we'll do here, as Nintendo Matt pointed out, we're going to Far Cry 3 our movement by just sliding everywhere. Whoop. Don't you just love it? There we go. Grab this. So we've got 15 of those. And let's grab the wire we need. And now we're headed back up. Whoop. Oh no. We lost our momentum. I was hoping we were going to be able to have things going ad eternum, or at least ad nauseum, but no. So, these, once these are constructed, this is good, because these smelters here, we don't have the cables we need for power. We don't have the frickin' power cables. Fudge. thought so. Bugger. Load you into there, you into there, you into there. Now this, theoretically, I could load up like that. Yep, you are sorted. We'll load you like that. I'm fine with you staying reasonably straight-ish. And then you over here will connect with... I don't want it to go through a building because I like clean angles and everything. So you instead are going to connect over to this one. No, you're frickin'... You're not serious. Right, okay. This, I think, if we do a smelter at a 90-degree angle, this should hopefully allow us to go with this to here, and you feed up to there. Lovely. So, now we just gotta go get the cables, which we should have been smart enough to get on the way there. But should have, would have, did not. Once again, I have never professed at any point that I am a smart man, or anything to that effect. Iron rod, grab these. It does take time to get things clean. It takes a lot of intelligent people to be able to design an efficient factory. You know, but very satisfying once you do get it running, which is nice. So we can load this over to here. And you into that, you into that, and you into that. There we go. So now you feed it into there. You're going to be iron ingots. You, my friend, are iron ingots. And you are feeding around to... No! Where did... What did I... Oh wait, hang on. That's a smelter feeding into a smelter. I'm an asshole. Oh, God. I used to be smart. I actually went to university. That's the shocking thing about all of this. I was in a university. How? Someone please explain to me how. You are like that. Okay, you will feed up like that. That's the worst friggin' angle I've ever seen. And you are going to... Can we get you to lead over to... Okay, so over here. We've got you, and you will feed from this. So there we go. Nice, ugly looking factory. Love it. Well, at least we have our smelters on the go. And I just realized our smelters are inefficient. These are smelting 30 per minute. Our things are gathering 60 ore per minute. We actually need double the amount of smelters as we do miners. Frick almighty. Again, I used to be smart. Don't even know why I said used to that way. Like, use to? Yep, nope. That's not the example I'm trying to set with the whole, it's like, I used to have intelligence thing. Because I kind of counteracted the argument there. So we got 20 of these, lovely. We've got these here. Load more of these in. So we need how many more things? We need 24 more. So 144 iron plates. And we're going to need a bunch more screws, obviously, for over there. But $22 of these, load, that's going to be another 28 times 25, so 700 screws needed, and 110 iron rods. Okay. You were conscripted into the Red Army. Ah, sucks whenever you can't dodge the draft, doesn't it? Is there a draft for conscription? I don't know if there is a draft for conscription or if it's just like a sort of... Yeah, no, you're just... It's very unfortunate for you, obviously, but... You're shit out of luck. So, cables. Very much so want cables. We're going to need a lot of them and iron plates and everything for making our splitters and mergers. And then we'll have lots and lots and lots of iron ore. Not even iron ore. It'll actually allow us to load up these here. Ooh. You can see, once that backlogs eventually, that'll be good. So over here, yeah, we could have U's splitting the things. Maybe, once we have automated power, what we can do is these things here, that'll be part of our project for tonight. Once we have an automated power facility, these things here, those two, plus those three, plus all of our concrete stuff, will all feed up to a sub-base that we establish here. Maybe in there or something. That sub-base will all be dedicated to smelting. So it'll give us our concrete production, because we'll have our 45 per minute across 4 concrete constructors, giving us 60 concrete per minute. We will have all of our iron from here, so we got 5, I think. But why are you not? You should be, but you're not. So you into there. I'm hoping this will work now. Do you? No power? Right, how do you not have power? And we're missing cables for it. You lead up to that. So I think if we dismantle that one... Oh, crap. No, it does actually give us that problem. You load into there. And then, where's our other one? You? Could load into there, maybe? Wait, you are powered. You're still outputting despite not being powered? I don't frickin' know. We've got iron, that's the important thing. We've got the stuff we need going. And then we can sort out our logistics pipeline down the way. And down here will be our smelter base. It will then extend via logistics pipelines down to here, which will be our assembly base. Or maybe we built a multi-story kind of thing. Multi-story would actually probably be more sensible, wouldn't it? Got these here, so that's 30. Ooh, we're getting pretty damn close, actually. So that's another 5 of these will give us what we need for the reinforced iron plates. You have enough, just about, to get us to 40. So we need another 200 screws and another 50 iron rods. Hi, doggo. How are you, pup? Aww. Oh, you want into your bed? Okay. There you go. Into your bed. Hey, let me clear the way for you. There you go. See? Now you got access to your bed, if you want. No? No one into your bed? What's up, pup? Oh. I really need to get a second webcam. Well, no, I have a second webcam somewhere. I just need to hook it up in such a way that I can switch on the Bailey cam when I need to. You know, so that I can be a shameless person. Right, wire. Let's drop that off. And we're going to get ourselves all of these. I think once we get our stuff loaded into here, this is going to work for it, right? Okay, crap. We need to actually go ahead and load all of these in and all of those. So that's going to give us a nice little bit for our research purposes. Oh, wow. You can Metal Gear Solid it. Interesting. So, these here will eventually all feed up to here. So we're going to have to move our hub. But it'll be kind of worth it in the end. We are going to need cables is going to be our big thing now. But we can construct our smelter base thing later on this evening. So I am going to wrap it here for the meantime. I will be back on later this evening with a little bit more Satisfactory where we're going to try and get stuff done. Next week we are going to be returning back to a sort of varied schedule, doing a little bit of different types of games, including Oblivion. But for the meantime, I've just, it's been an incredibly stressful week at work, so I have been having to prioritize, like, just playing something a little bit more chill. So we'll finish up a little bit more tonight. You'd be forgiven for thinking that, you know, this here, like, especially when you look over there at the heart rate monitor, like 67 and all, that's not a very stressed heart rate, but that's because I got all the stress out of the way today. It's done. It's dusted. We're back looking good. I will be back on later tonight at 9 PM, where we're going to go through and do a lot more Satisfactory. In the meantime, I'm going to go let the dog out and cook some food. Take care of yourselves, and I'll see you later on. Bye-bye.